You manage?
Yeah, I'm going to try it with it, because last time it was burned.
Okay.
I'm going to try it with
Okay. Pickles, get in the frame. Where's the video? Get in the frame, Pickles. How come I don't see? How do I zoom in, Pickles?
There should be a remote, if not, I don't know. Not seeing the remote, give me a second.
Is it recording already?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it's.
So starting off on our backs.
I don't
Okay. I'll just move the chair, move it up there. Welcome to Yoga Flow Fridays, everyone. Starting off on our backs, we can start either in full Shavasana, Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of our feet to touch, or our knees bent, feet on the width of the mat, knees buckled in together. Your choice on how you want to start the class off today. So if your knees are bent or knees are buckled in together like a teepee, if you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, the knees are wide, wide, wide. If you're in full Shavasana, the knees are extended. So your feet are the width of the mat, Vivian. The width of the mat, feet wide, feet. And then feet wide, knees together. Take your right hand, place it on your belly below the navel, the left hand on your heart. We're going to start off with some pranayama breathing. And I invite you to feel today. Feel what it's like to be in your body. A lot less in your head, a lot more in your body. So we exhale together, let it all out, side out. We inhale, feel the belly rise against the right hand. Feel the ribs expand and press against the mat. Sit all the way up to the collarbone and hold. Exhale, draw the navel to the spine, release the belly, release the ribs, release all the way out the collarbone, side out. Feel the hollowness of empty. And then inhale, fill the belly, fill the ribs, take a nice sip up at the collarbone, hold. Feel what it feels like to be full of air. And then empty, side out your mouth. Draw the navel to the spine. Release the ribs, soften the collarbone. Hold. Feel empty. Again, inhale, feel the belly rise. Expanding the ribs, intercostal muscles open. All the way up to the collarbone. Hold. Exhale, draw the navel to the spine, hot it out, nice exhales. Everything out. And then empty and a little bit more, so ha 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 ha. All that stuck stuff in your ribs, your lungs, let it out. And hold. Come back to your natural breath. Draw your knees into your chest. Grabbing on top of your shins, swaying from side to side. Releasing the pressure in the lower back. Fan out your toes. Feel the air fanning between your toes. So between your pinky toe and your big toe, make space. Wide. Breathe. Release your left foot to the mat. Take your right knee into your chest. You can do this with a strap. Your left leg can be straight. Your left knee can be bent. Your choice. As we wiggle our shoulder blades down the back. Breathing. If your left leg is extended, make it active. Hug muscle to bone, heel to the mat, toes to the nose. Nice adjustment. Breathing. From here, take your right knee into your right armpit. So bring the right knee outside a bit to the right out edge of your right ribs. Massaging your ascending colon. Shoulder blades again down the back. Your left hand can be on your left hip, drawing your left hip down, open and expansive. What do you feel? How do you feel? Is it even real? Breathing. If you have a strap, grab your strap, put it on the ball of your right foot. If you don't have a strap, I've got a couple extras. If you need a strap, put your arm up. But put the strap on the ball of your right foot. And really hug muscle to bone, feel the engagement. So the toes, so your leg is up into the sky. So your leg straight up to the sky. Strap on the ball of the foot. If you don't have a strap, grab the back of your thigh and push your thigh into your hands, making a nice engagement. The strap should be on the ball of your foot. Now the ball of your foot, not the heel, the ball. So right underneath the toes. Hugging the muscle, working to that nice extension at the knee. Feeling at the heel. Feeling in the calf. Feeling in the thigh. From here, with your strap, point your toes to the sky. And then flex your toes to your nose. Working in the calf muscles, nice sexy calves, as we point the toe to the sky. And flex the toe to the nose. And point your toe again to the sky, getting nice and long, the brush of the foot, the top of the foot brush. Flex the toes to the nose. Coming to neutral, take the strap in both straps into the right hand, and then come all the way over to the right as much as you can. If you are not using a strap, take your right hand on the outside edge of your right thigh, making it a tent-like action, and then draw the foot out to the right. Lead with the heel. You may want to put your left hand on your left hip and look over your left shoulder. What is your belly doing? Invite it to the party. Jessica, drop your left hip, so you may have to give up some height. Drop your left hip, lift your right. Yeah, so you're going to lose a little bit of height there. Yeah, breathing. Hug muscle to bone. And then inhale, come up. Switch sides with the strap. So the strap is now in your left hand. And you're going to cross over the body, but not all the way over. Just a little bit, 45 degrees. Not all the way over, just 45. So that works your IT band. Imagine that you're pushing it into a wall. Breathing. Breathing, push your heel to it. Yeah. Feel in your body. So Inger, switch hands. Breathing. One more breath. Inhale, come up into neutral, bend your left knee, release the strap, cross your right ankle over your left knee, coming into a figure 4 position. So right ankle over left knee, your left foot is still down. Your left foot is down on the mat, so your foot is bent, your knee is bent, so you're coming into a figure 4. Take your right hand and place it on your right thigh, suggesting that right knee forward, away from you. shoulder blades down the back, and breathe, guys. Nice. So you have a choice to either stay here and be comfortable with the openness in the hip flexor, or look at the hole that you created between your legs, take your left and right hand in the hole that you created and grab onto the back of the left thigh. Come in to thread the needle. So here you can use your right elbow to suggest that right knee further even more to the front wall. So bending your right elbow into the right thigh and opening it up. Breathing. Sending breath where you feel tense and tight. Stay in this figure 4 position. Release your hands. Bring them to either side of your body, but you're still in this big figure 4 position. And then look at your right foot and step your right foot over to the left. So you're going to stamp your right foot onto the mat. Yeah, you're still in the same position. And then you're just going to go over like that. A little bit of a twist. So go back to that position. Your foot up. This foot up. This foot up. And then look over your right shoulder. And then inhale, come back up. Release the right leg sky high. And slower than you want to, leading with the heel all the way forward to the front wall until your foot reaches the floor. Nice engagement. And when you hit the ground, shake it out. Same thing other side. Left knee into your chest. Grabbing, interlacing your fingers on top of your left shin. Your right leg can be extended or your knee can be bent, your choice. But if your right leg's extended, invite your toes to your nose. Hug muscle to bone, heel engaged. So toes towards your nose on your right leg. Breathing. You got it. When you're ready, take the knee over out to the left side, on the side of your left ribs, and then take your right hand on your right hip, balancing it out. Can you send breath to the lower body? Can you send breath to the inner groin? Can you feel the pelvic floor rising? Breathing. Come back into neutral, find your strap, same thing other side. Put the strap on the ball of that foot. If you don't have a strap, the hands are behind the thigh. When you're ready, stack ankle, stack knee, stack hip. So we're going to hug muscle to bone and feel that engagement, working on that nice heads of the calf muscle, feeling it. And then we're going to work on the pointing and flexing. So inhale, point to the sky. Exhale, flex towards your nose. Inhale, point to the sky. Exhale, flex towards your nose. Inhale, point towards the sky. Exhale, flex towards your nose. One more. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Bending your right knee, crossing your left foot over, coming into the shape of the floor. So you're going to release the strap. Crossing your left foot, so left toes are flexed towards the left knee to protect it. Figure 4 on this side, taking the left hand and suggesting that left hip flexor open by pushing that left knee forward. Watch your shoulders, guys. We're doing a lot of shoulders to ears for earrings. Let them down. Breathing. Look at the hole you created. Take your left hand in the hole, grab the back of the right thigh, lift it up. Left hand in the hole, grab the back of the right thigh. Toes are flexed, so you are protecting your knee. You could use your left elbow to suggest that left knee forward. Release the strap and release the bind, release your hands, and then keep the shape of the 4. We're doing the same twist action by stepping over to the right with the left foot. So you're stepping over to the right with the left foot. So you're stamping the foot on the ground. Good. Breathing. One more breath. Come back into the center. Inhale, left leg sky high. And slowly, all the way forward with the heel, with the left leg, all the way down. And when you reach down, shake it out. Yes, good stuff. When you're ready, inhale, full body stretch. Fingers to the back wall, toes to the front wall, long, long, long. Feel it in the side ribs, maybe motion one arm longer than the other, get expansive in the side body. And then Bryson's request, rolling over onto your right side, making a pillow with your right bicep. And linger here in fetal for a moment. So you're welcome to go into child's pose anytime you feel challenged today or just need a break and honoring yourself. You're welcome to lay in Shavasana. You're welcome to honor whatever your body needs today. No judgment in this space. When you're ready, press your left hand in front of your heart, come up into seated position, facing the front. Welcome to Yoga Little Fridays, everyone. So with your legs crossed, seated, both hands on either side of your body. Take your right hand and walk it over to the right wall, bending your right elbow, so you're crawling it over right hand. And then inhale, left arm up to the sky. Shoulder blades down the back. Look at your left thumb. Engage your abdominals, so that's drawing your abdominals in and lift your pelvis. Inhale, and then exhale, hinge over to the right with your fingers, feeling the nice extension. So you're gonna feel that extension. And you're gonna drop your left hip down, so you're getting an even more of a stretch over to the right. Get a little bit further, one more breath. And then inhale, come back up. Same thing other side, piano over with your left hand. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hinge over to the left. To the left, and then drop that right heel. Getting a nice extension on the side body. Palm facing the earth. Imagine you're pushing down on a big beach ball. Getting nice and long with the arm, long with the hips. And then inhale, come back up. So a part of my body that's been challenged lately is my rhomboids, which are these muscles right here. They're kind of like underneath your shoulder blades. Too much of the driving in the car and not sleeping well. So we're going to do some roles of engagement. So when we talk about engaging, a lot of us do shoulder blades by the ears and not enough drawing the shoulder blade down and back. Can you see my shoulder blade? Please? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so in your own body, go up, back, and down. Feel that? Okay, so we're gonna do shoulder rolls with that in mind. So we're gonna go forward, up, back, squeeze a pencil, and then down. Forward, up, squeeze, and down. One more. Forward, up, squeeze, and down. Other direction. Back, up, forward, down. Back, up, forward, down. One last. Back, up, forward, and down. So you can do these at any time of the day, whether it's at a desk or at home watching TV, to open up your shoulders. When you're ready, come into all fours, tabletop position, getting ready to start this class. Into high gear, tabletop position. So I've been teaching cat-cow for the longest time, calling it cat-cow. I heard the other day it's called cat-camel, and I loved it because I'm Egyptian and camels aren't a thing, are people's private choice. So, coming into cat camel, fingers spread, knees underneath your hips, toes tucked under. We're gonna inhale, lift the head, drop the chest, drop the belly, blossoming the buttocks. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, push into the mat, so the back of the back is into the sky. Tuck the head, eyes towards the navel. Come into cat camel 3 more times, your breath slowly. So inhaling, look up, blossoming. Exhaling, tucking your tailbone. The next 2, try it with your eyes closed and feel it in your body. Can you get round like a Halloween cat? Pushing into the earth. When you've done your last cat-cow, tuck your toes under and push into downward facing dog, upside down V. Your choice when you're ready. We're all going to be in downward facing dog. In downward dog, we're going to pedal out our feet by bending one knee and the other, making sure that we have nice engagement in the hands. So the shoulder blades again, engage them down the back. So this way it'll be up towards the buttocks this time, but pedaling out the feet, wiggling out the dog tail. Take a nice inhale breath together. Exhale, sigh. 2 more. Inhale, fill the lungs. Side out. 1 more. Inhale. Bend the knees deep, deep, deep. Look up between the hands and walk slowly, toes towards your hands, and come into a forward fold, grabbing onto opposite elbows and swaying in ragdoll. Swaying, yes. Rocking out the head, yes and no. Dropping something that's not giving you any life, energy, or filling up your purpose. So make room in your mind for something new. All of us at the top of the mat, release the hands to the mat. Inhale, come up all the way, hands spread out sideways. Push into the earth, feel the 4 corners. Thumbs touch, eyes towards the thumb. Exhale, hands to heart center, namaste. Sun salutation A, flip the palm, inhaling. Hinging at the hips, swan dive forward, exhaling. Feel the feel. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. So the flat back is the crown of the head is to the front wall, the crown. And the the tailbone is towards the back wall, working on nice lengthening of the body here. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on either side of your feet. Right leg back, left leg back. Everyone in high plank. If your high plank is not in your practice today, go onto your knees. So go into more of the plank. So move forward. Yeah. Move forward. Yeah. Drop your hips. Drop your hips. Yeah. And then here, Chaturanga Dandasana, all the way down to the mat, all the way down, bending your elbows to the back wall, not out to the sides, all the way down. Flip the top of the feet to the mat, come into either an upward facing dog or cobra. So tops of the feet to the mat, push into the mat floor and lift your shoulders. Drop your shoulder blades back. Look up with your eyes and release your tongue for lion. Ha! Tuck your toes in, downward facing dog. Good stuff. Nice laugh there, Anthony. Breathing. Look up between your hands, walk, step, or hop all the way up to a forward fold. Nice hop again. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up all the way, hands spread out, fingers spread, push into the earth. Look up, smile, thumbs together, and then give me a little bit of a back bend by walking your thumbs to the back wall, eyes on the ceiling. And then inhale, come back into neutral. Exhale, hands together, namaste. Flip the palms, inhaling. Hinging at the hips, exhaling. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on either side of your feet, right leg back, left leg back. Your choice of doing this on your knees. I'm gonna make you do some push-ups, so please everyone on their knees unless you're strong and plank. Otherwise, we're gonna do 3 halfway down, not all the way down. Please, we don't want the shoulders past the elbows. Fingers spread, take an inhale. Exhale, come halfway down. Inhale, push back up. That's 1. Exhale, come halfway down. Eyes are forward in front of you on the mat. Push back up. That's 2. Exhale, come halfway down. Push back up. That's 3. Exhale, all the way down to the mat. Tops of the feet on the mat. Push up into cobra or downward upward facing dog. Feel it in your body. Shoulder blades spread. So if your shoulders are by your ears, drop your shoulders. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Release your right leg sky high. Plant your left foot, so right leg sky high. Get long with the right leg. Bending your right knee, kicking yourself with the heel of your left buttocks. So you're gonna look underneath your right armpit toward the wall. Fan out your toes. Fan out your toes. You're gonna do the other way. So you're looking underneath here, and then you're looking back here. And then you come back down, release that leg. Take a break whenever you need it, guys. Exhale, same thing. Inhale, right, left leg sky high to the sky wall. Bend the knee so your heel is kicking your left butt cheeks this time. Looking underneath your left armpit. Pushing into the earth, getting long and expansive. And then release. Everybody come down into child's pose. Knees wide, wide, wide. Big toes to touch. Big toes to touch, knees wide, wide, wide. The wider the knees, the easier for the buttocks to reach the heels. Let it go. Find your breath. How do you feel? Coming into table hands and child feet. So your knees are wide, wide, wide still. Your feet are still touching, but you're coming onto the palms of your hands. Okay? So table hands, wide feet. Inhale, right arm up to the sky, fingers spread, looking at your right thumb, open to the exit door. Exhale, thread the needle so your arm's going underneath the left. And then inhale, come back up again, lift up. Feel the body with breath. Exhale, go down, under. One more, inhale, fill up. Exhale, thread the needle. So you're coming onto the top of the bicep here, taking your left hand underneath the left elbow, up onto fingertips and pushing into the earth with the left hand. The back of the right hand is on the mat. Abdominals are in and twisting open to the window. You can stay here or take your left hand on the lower part of the lower back. You can stay here or inhale, left arm up to the sky, fingers spread towards the left. One more breath. Send breath to the lower back and feel the openness. Release the left hand to the mat. Come back up into table hands. Same thing, other side. Finding your foundation. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread it underneath the right. Again, inhale, left arm up. Feel the breath come in. Exhale, thread it under. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread it under. Stay here. The back of the left hand is straight in front of you. And you take your fingertips from the right hand underneath your right elbow and push down into the mat. You're open and expansive to the right. When you're ready, right hand to lower back. Twist open, so abdominals in and then twist heart open to the right. Nice adjustments, guys. When you're ready, right arm up to the sky. Release the right hand to the mat. Push back down into downward facing dog. Breathing. Look up between your hands, bend your knees, walk, step, or hop all the way up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center, namaste. Tree pose. We're going to do balancing posture of tree pose today. If you need a wall, grab a wall. Otherwise, pour all the foundation into your left foot. Come onto the brushes of your right foot. So all the foundation. So imagine that you're rooting, grounding through the earth of the left foot, the brushes of the right. Hands on your hips. You can stay here. Or take your right ankle, a right heel onto the inside of the left ankle. You can stay here or lift the right foot onto the inside of the right shin. Or grab onto your right ankle and bring it onto the inside, the foot onto the inside of the left calf. Bring your hands into prayer. Inhale, fingers up. Grab, interlacing your thumbs, spread out your fingers, draw your shoulder blades down the back. So thumbs interlacing, fingers spread. So you're looking like you're fanning a feather, almost like a peacock. Breathing. So thumbs interlacing, shoulder blades down the back. Feeling it. Palms together. Exhale, hands down, knee forward, knee down. Shake it out. Same thing other side. Foundation in the right foot this time. Root it, plant it, ground it, brushes of the left. The ankle is touched by the heel of the left foot, or bring it up to the calf, or lift it all the way up to the inner thigh. If you are a binder and like to bind and bring it over to the outside edge of your right hip, you could do so. Otherwise, try tree. When you're ready, hands into prayer. Inhale, fingers spread. So try to avoid your knees, so either go lower or higher. Interlace your thumbs, fan out your fingers. So that your thumbs are interlaced and your shoulder blades are down the back. Breathing. Root it, press into the four corners of your foot, connected with the earth. If you want to play, maybe look up. Maybe bring the corners of your mouth to your ears. Hands together, exhale, namaste. Knee forward, knee down. Shake it out. Inhale, sun sal. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back, left leg back. High plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, all the way down. So Anthony, go into a plank before you go anywhere. You're in still downward dog, so go into plank, and then hinge forward on your toes, and then elbows back all the way down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Take your right leg thigh high, step your right foot on the inside of your right thumb. Drop your left knee. So come into the fleshy part of that left knee, not on the patella or the knee bone, but really work the fleshy part. The top of the left foot is on the mat. Right hand on right thigh, left hand on left thigh. Shoulder blades down the back. You can stay here or inhale, hands into prayer. Look at your left elbow, look at your right knee, bring the left elbow across the body over to the right knee. If that's not happening today, take your left hand on the outside of the left knee, right hand on right hip. So the goal is to drive the energy of the palms to the center of the chest. The right elbow is high. Nice adjustment, Dan. When you're ready, if you want to try a little further, roll your back toe under and hover your back knee off the mat. Come into a lunge. Breathing, so back toes under, hovering. One more breath. Release the back heel, the back knee back onto the mat. Come into center. Drop the hands on either side. Switch sides, so left leg back, left coming back into downward facing dog, and then left leg on the inside of the left thumb, dropping the right knee. Left hand on left knee, right hand on right knee, settle here before you go anywhere. Shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Wrong boys, wrong boys, wrong boys. Okay? Come into prayer. Look at your right elbow. Look at your left knee. Cross it over the body. So working the energy of prayer hands, so the top hand is stacked on top of the wrist. Drive this energy here. Yeah. Look this way. Yeah. Where the eyes go, the body follows, guys. Tuck the back toe under if you're ready, and lift the back knee off the mat. Come into a lunge. Your body's not going there today, stay here. Breathing. Take your tongue away from the roof of the mouth, guys. Breathing. Release the back knee back to the mat. Release the hands back to the mat. Come into center. Come into table. From table, release the heels on to the buttocks back onto the heels. And then come into seated. So you're going to be stacked shoulders over your hips, over knees. You're going to lift up. So you tuck your back toes under. So we did camel. And this is also camel. This is real. Anyway, and camel on your knees. So lifting up. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, right hand into jean pocket. Left arm up to the sky. Left hand into jean pocket. So this is a heart opener. Shoulder blades down the back. Eyes up. Release the tongue. Walk your eyes back, so you're giving me a little bit of a back bend. And if it's able and accessible into your practice, grab your right ankle with your right fingertips, left ankle with your left fingertips. Look up, heart up. Toes tucked under makes it easier to grab your ankles. So if your toes are tucked under, it makes it easier. One more breath. Bring your hands back into your lower back slowly and come back up. Hands onto the mat, release onto the floor. We're going to do pigeon and then final shavasana. So pigeon, we're going to start off with the 90-90. The left leg is going to be in line with the short edge of the mat. The right foot is 90, so it's not the right knee in with the right foot. The left foot is at 90, so it's right at 90 degrees with your hip. Okay, so I see a lot of this in class. I want to do this. Okay? Take your right hand on your right hip, and then motion that hip inward and then down. Don't hate me. So we're doing the other side? Yeah, so inward and down. You feel that? Internal rotation. And then release. Vivian, can you bring the short edge of your front foot onto the front edge of the mat? And then you're going to face the front. And then from here, both hands on either side of your front leg. You can stay here, this is good enough. Or that same action of rolling forward with the right hip, you're going to lift that right hip, you're going to move forward and move your right leg back in line with your right hip. So face the front again. The front, right here, this way. And then come onto your elbows if you can. If you cannot, try a block. A block is always cool. But really pay attention if you're sitting too much on one side. If you're hanging out on your left side, balance up your hips with the same action of rotating inward. Otherwise, just stay in 90-90. 90-90 is good enough. If your body allows you, come a little bit lower, driving the elbows wide, come onto double fists, single fist, or palm of the hand, your choice. Balancing out your hips and sending breath where you feel tight and tense in your body. Remember that breath that we did in the beginning of the class? Visualize that breath going to the outside edge of that left hip. One more breath. Come onto your elbows. Come onto your forearms, come onto your hands, switch sides. Pigeon on the other side. Pigeon, pigeon. So what I always like to say, and I did say it the first time, is I like that the knee of pigeon is actually on the outside edge of your right shoulder. So we're going to do pigeon on the right. We want that right knee on the outside edge, so it gives us room to fold forward. So we're doing 90-90, so the left leg is now in 90 position, the right leg is in 90. Take the left hand on top of the left thigh, internally rotate it forward and then down. Ouch. Yeah? A little bit. And then release. So on top of the thigh, Jessica, if you can grab it here, and then go in and then down. Not your shoulder, but your actual hand doing the gesture. Yeah. Breathe in. And then come back up. Hands on either side, and then that same rolling action, come into pigeon on the other side, balancing out your hips. Blocks are always either cool for underneath your buttocks or underneath your elbows. So come into pigeon, breathing. Either come into wide elbows when you're ready, come down. To see where it fits in your body, how you feel. Joya, balance out your hips, so roll over onto your hip a little bit more so your hips are balanced, not the other way. Yeah. A touch. Yeah. Too much? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Got it? Breathing. Abby, roll over onto your hip a little bit more so you're balancing out your hip, so drop your left hip, Abby. Yeah, left. So breathing. Inhale. Exhale, come over just a little. Yeah. Too much? That's good. Okay. If your body allows you to go a little deeper, come onto the tops of your hands. One more breath. Come onto your elbows. Come up onto your forearms. Come onto your hands. And then lay, so sit on your buttocks with your legs extended to the front wall. Shake it out, maybe bottom up the legs, maybe tap your buttocks. A little bit of wake up, shake up, shake up. So toes towards your nose, nice engagement, abdominals in, shoulder blades down the back, hands on either side of your body. When you're ready, slower than you want to, roll all the way back to final Shavasana. In final Shavasana, our toes are splayed out to opposite wall. The tongue is released, the brow is soft. You are also welcome to put blocks underneath your thighs. Want to try that? Shoulder blades down the back, soften your brow, release it all. Release your breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring awareness back into the space. Sway your head from side to side if that's accessible to you. Inhale your right arm up to the sky, rolling over onto your right side, making a pillow with your right bicep. I'd love to say stay in Shavasana for the rest of the afternoon. That would be so sweet. When you're ready, push yourself up into seated position facing the front. Crossing your legs the other way. So if you had your right leg forward, and now put your left leg forward. And if it's in your practice to grab your front leg and bring it across your body to the opposite hip and dropping that knee, do so. Bring your hands into Namaste. Shoulder blades down the back. Soften everything. Scan your body. Thank yourself for making this time to practice movement, breath, and self-love through yoga. Thank each other for creating such a beautiful community here at Yoga Flow Fridays. From my life to yours, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to guide you. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Yay. And you guys get to be superstars.